Moving to Livermore, California? Here are the pros and cons that you need to know and the tidbits. I'm Robin Young with Compass, and I call Livermore home. So I'm going to share with you some things that I hope you find are interesting. So in 1869, Livermore was established, and it was registered as a railroad town by William Mendenhall. Now, William had a best friend, Robert Livermore, and named the town after his best friend. And I don't know about you, but I would love some friends like that. The population in Livermore is right around 87,000, with 30,000 homes, condos, townhomes, households, okay? Out of those 30,000 household units, now this could be a positive or negative depending if you want to own or rent. If you want to own, it's a great positive. 70% are owner occupied, with only 30% being non-owner occupied. Now, out of all of these properties, here's a great number. 11% of those properties are owned free and clear. Now, here's some bragging rights. That percentage is higher than our neighbors around us. Pretty proud of that. Schools. What are schools like, Robin? Well, it could be a little better. Okay, but don't judge. Hear me out. Yes, our schools, some of them don't rank as high as our neighbors around us. But here's why. Okay, so we've got some schools that are designated for English as a second language. Okay, that's one thing. Then you add on that Livermore is known as an agricultural and ranch town. So we have a good population of migrant workers. And guess what? They're always moving depending on what's going on with the season of the crops. And so these kids, unfortunately, are always playing catch up. And so then that can cause a drag down on the ranking and the scoring for the schools. Do know the schools are great, curriculum is good, teachers are great. It's just, we have this layering thing going on with student body in some of the schools. Now, the other schools, they're ranking fabulously, okay? So overall, we have 11 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, 2 high schools, one of which was the first Union High School. And then we have 4 private schools and 2 colleges. That's a lot of education. Okay, now let's talk about the economy. I think overall, Livermore City Council and the mayor have really done a great job over the course of time in making sure that our town has a strong, balanced workforce and creating health, economically for us. Some of our neighbors focus a lot on tax revenue through retail sales to fund their budget. Now, when you go into a recession, that can really cause havoc on a city's budget. Now, in Livermore, the focus is on retail, white collar, and manufacturing. So we try to just make it a nice round robin of sources for that economy. Now, let me just share some of our top employers. So first is Lawrence Livermore, but right next door is Sandia, and between the two of them, that equals about 7,000 jobs in Livermore. Now, number 2 employer, and I say this jokingly, is the biggest, largest drug dealer in the state of California. I know. What? What are you talking about? Yes, Kaiser Hospital Foundation. They have a facility in Livermore where they process all the medications for the prescriptions and such for their patients. You would never know by driving by the building that that's what they were doing in there. So a couple of doors down is another building that has no windows. Now you would think, okay, that's a fire hazard. It's a building with no windows. Well, they kind of have to have it that way because what's being housed in there are precious documents. Who do those precious documents belong to, Robin? The University of Stanford? Yes, Livermore is their warehouse library. Pretty cool, don't you think? So third largest employer is U.S. Foods, and fourth is Comcast. Now, there are some notable mentions at Tesla and Gillig. Gillig manufactures passenger buses, and their facility is on the west side of town. You would never know that it was a manufacturing facility. It just looks like a big warehouse, nice and clean and pretty. So yeah, those are some of our big employers here in Livermore. Now, there's another thing I wanted to share with you is that if you're into green technology and energy efficiency, the next thing I'm going to share with you is probably going to make your ears perk up a little bit, but it's called Igate, and it's a really cool collaboration between two different labs. They have a campus that's like 15,000 square feet. And let me just read this to you. So Igate stands for Innovation for Green Advanced Transportation Excellence. And then the second lab is National Energy System Technology, NEST. And so they're working together on a large scale of high-tech business development, and what they're focusing in on is solar energy, fuel cells, biofuels, LED lighting, and other related technologies. Yeah. Moving forward, arts and community. So yes, we have a community theater. It's called the Bankhead Theater, and seats about 500 in attendees. We have so many different concerts and plays that take place there. And let me just walk you through a typical evening if you go there for an event. You can literally park in the parking garage that's across the street, then come across. You have a plethora of restaurants that you can go to for dinner. You have American cuisine, you have East Indian, sushi, Persian, Chinese, Italian, Mexican. Yeah. You pick, you have, and then you go right on over to the theater, enjoy the show, get in your car, and you literally can be home within 10 minutes. That is a huge luxury here in the Bay Area. We have two movie theaters. Interesting. They're both at opposite ends of the downtown area. One is a vintage theater. The other one is, new and techy. So you choose which one you want to go to. Golf. Do you like to golf? Yes, we have multiple golf courses, and we have wineries. Yes, 45 wineries. And here's a tidbit. Did you know that the production of all of the wineries today still does not equal to the production of the wineries in Livermore pre-prohibition? Amazing, I thought, when I heard that. Here's another little interesting tidbit. We had one winery in Livermore that was able to keep their doors open during Prohibition. Can you guess which one it is? Concannon Wineries. How were they able to do this? Well, Mr. Concannon went to the Catholic Diocese, made an agreement to be the designated winemaker for communion wine, and so then therefore he was able to keep his winery open during Prohibition. Take it from an Irishman. Very smart, very, very smart. Mentioning communion, we have over 50 places of worship in Livermore. We also have farmers market. Starts in like May, finishes around September on Thursday evenings, and then we also have farmers market on Sunday as well. Now, the third Thursday of the month, we call it Thirsty Thursday, and you can actually go wine tasting while you're shopping for your produce and goodies. And you can also pick up dinner because they have awesome food trucks that show up, and it's all done in a very family-friendly environment. It is so awesome. You bump into so many friends while you're out and about. It's just makes you feel warm and fuzzy. Okay, traffic. Yeah, we got to talk about traffic. You live in California, there's going to be traffic. So, depending on if you have to commute or not, let me just share a few things. You have 580 that runs through Livermore, which then connects to 680 that runs north and south, and 580 also eventually connects to I-5. Okay. You also have BART, which is Bay Area Regional Transit, which the closest station is in Pleasanton, and that can take you to San Francisco. It can take you up to Walnut Creek, or it can take you down to Milpitas, San Jose. All right, the other is the ACE train. Now, the ACE train starts in Stockton, comes north up to Tracy, turns left, comes through Livermore, Pleasanton, turns left again, goes to Fremont, and finishes in San Jose. That particular train is specific for commuting. They have 4 trains in the morning, 4 trains in the evening, and then they also run a train on the weekend. Shopping. Yeah, hold on to your wallets. Here we go. We have in Livermore the San Francisco Premium Outlets. Why they call it the San Francisco Premium Outlets is a whole nother conversation that we can have, and I'll explain. However, fabulous place to be going. They have high-end retailers in there. They are going to be adding even more stores to your shopping pleasure. Kitty Corner to the Premium Outlets is a designated food court area of different restaurants that you can go to, which are fabulous as well. Yeah, so that's Livermore in a nutshell. I didn't mention anything about real estate. I would recommend that you check out my market updates for Livermore, where I go over every week what's selling and what's not, the pros and cons that are happening in the market. If you have any questions about Livermore and moving to the area, do reach out to me. I'm Robin Young with Compass, and as always, make it a powerful day. Take care.